Hi, my name is Miss Davison and welcome to English Language at Consett Academy Sixth Form. The first thing I'd like to do is have a look at the year ahead if you do decide to select English Language. So at AS, the first thing that you do is a module called Context and Identity. In Language and Context, you will look at a full range of texts in accordance to a range of frameworks that you will learn at the start of the year. These are anything from lexis to syntax to pragmatics, but again, you will learn all of these terms as you go along. You look at a full range of texts in relation to their different audiences, their different functions and purposes, their different modes, so what types of text they are, and different fields as well. You look at these texts in relation to language theory and you compare texts to one another. Again, with language and identity, you will look at your key frameworks that you will learn in year 12 there. You will look at texts in accordance to theory again, but the main purpose of this one is that you will look at a text and consider how it presents particular identities. That could be for companies, that could be for celebrities, it could be for anyone really. We then look at perhaps the most exciting part of the course, which is child language acquisition. During this module, you study how children learn to read, how they learn to write, and how they learn to speak. You look at a full range of stages and approaches in relation to that. You will study particular theory and schools of thought in connection to child language acquisition. One of the most interesting things that we do on this course in terms of child language is that we actually get the opportunity to create a children's book in relation to reading acquisition there as well. And there are lots of other really creative opportunities, such as looking at primary school teaching techniques, which are involved as well. In terms of the exam, you will produce a creative response to unseen data, where you will write a section from a textbook or a blog about a child's language development. And then in the second section, you will analyse how their language is developed as a kind of purely analytical task. In terms of year 13, you will study individual variation. This is very similar to identity. You will again look at how language is used to present particular identities within texts. However, this time you will compare them to one another. You also study variation over time, which will be completely new in year 13. You will consider how language has changed over time. You will look at different influences and events and how they've impacted this. So you'll look at technological influences, social influences, etc. You will look at how language has changed to being unrecognisable from hundreds of years ago, and you will again compare texts from two different time periods there. You will again look at child language acquisition, which you will revise in year 13. This time though, you will be just looking at one question based on a set of unseen data, and that will either be child language acquisition in relation to how they learn to speak or in relation to how they learn to write. Then you will look at your language investigation in year 13. Basically, the exam board give you a range of subtopics that you can look at in relation to language. So in the past, we have had things on behaviour management techniques and the language used in schools. We've had gender within superhero comics. We've had a full range of really interesting and exciting opportunities there. You will get the chance to complete your own investigation into one of these areas that are specified on the given year, and it really does require a lot more independence. There will be two sections to this. You will analyse some unseen data in relation to your investigation, and you will also provide a response for a full hour based upon your investigation there. It is really, really important for this section that you really get your teeth into the investigation that you are completing and you have a real interest into the subtopic that you're looking into. You also have your coursework, which students do really, really enjoy. You'll get the opportunity to complete 2 pieces of original writing from the same genre, but these will be differentiated by function and or audience. We've had a full range of different things completed over the years. We have had transcripts from the show Friends, we've had transcripts from Dora the Explorer, we have had blogs, we've had podcasts, TED Talks, etc. Lots of really, really exciting opportunities there for that one. You then complete a commentary which is based upon your 2 pieces of original writing, and you compare them to how they match what you would see in the real world. You compare them and look at how actually theory would be used to help you create these. So again, this is quite an independent piece of work that you are doing, but it's something that you'll spend a great deal of time on, and you'll get the opportunity to then analyse why you've made the choices that you have. So why choose English language? First of all, All of the skills that you learn will permeate every aspect of your life in the future. You'll learn time management skills, particularly when you're doing your coursework. You will learn confidence. We have a lot of class discussions and there's a lot of opportunities to voice your opinion, so you will become more confident in your own viewpoint. It does promote curiosity. It's really interesting, particularly, to think about why people choose the language that they do. It's really interesting to think about why children develop their spoken language and their written language at the pace that they do and in the order that they do, and this answers some of these questions for you. You will learn drafting skills through the coursework, so you will draft and redraft your creative pieces. You will learn planning and research skills, again through the coursework and through the investigation. And it's really quite interesting in English language that it has a historical and a childcare element, because actually you're looking at changes in language over time and how children develop these key skills within language as well. There are a few skills that you would need to complete the course. So first of all, you do need a keen interest in how language works. You should already be someone that's kind of questioning, right, why has that person said that in the way that they have? Why have they chosen that particular way of phrasing what they have? You need to have an ability to act on feedback. This is an essay-based subject, so there will be many nuances and subtleties that actually you will be asked to replicate within your own work. So you need to be able to be reflective there. You do need self-discipline, because particularly with the coursework and the investigation, you will need to be able to manage your own time. You do need to be a critical thinker and have the ability to look at texts from a critical and detached and a unique point of view. You should have an interest in class discussion. We have many debates in English language, and actually we really want to hear your voice and your opinion on things. You do need to have organisation skills, again for the coursework and for the investigation and for keeping up with the amount of new knowledge that comes with this course. And you do need to have a good knowledge of language features coming in, because we then really up-level them at year 12 and year 13. In terms of future progression, there are many options open to you with English language. So of course you could go on to university and study either English language or English literature individually. There are some universities that do combine these, so you can study them both together. But of course there are many different options as well, and these are only some of them that I'm putting on the screen now. You could go down into a journalism route. You'll have that experience of crafting your own text, which will be very helpful for that career direction. You could go into teaching. Of course, the stuff that we learn in terms of child language acquisition is really interesting for those wanting to be primary school teachers, because we learn the different methods that teachers use to help teach children to use language. And again, law, it is an essay-based subject, so it will really encourage you to be a critical thinker and to have those essay-based skills. Of course, university is not the only option. There are many other options out there, but in terms of why study English language as a course, it opens up many different branches for you. It is really good if you are quite curious about why language is used in the way that it is. If you do have any questions, you can feel free to contact me on the email address on the screen. Thank you very much for watching.